What is up? What is up? What is up? It is 10:30 on a Wednesday night, and you are exactly where you need to be. You know who it is. It's your boy, Tonyjem, a.k.a. Mr. Why Not? Mr. Why Not? And this is Mansplaining. Oh, I got my little brim on today. Hopefully my shadow won't block my face out today. Hey, everybody, we online, y'all. We online. Where's everybody? Let me know. Holla if you see me. Holla if you see me. Let me know where you are, where you're chiming in from, city and state, so I can know who I'm talking to. Let me let a few people get up in here real quick before we keep running with this thing. You know how we do every Wednesday night, baby. Every Wednesday night, we are trying to bring you the truth. We're trying to bring you the real, and that's what we're trying to do tonight. So y'all know what it is. It's Mansplaining. Y'all know this is our show. This is the way we get down, fellas. This is our show. This is where we get to let things off of our chest. Hey, let things off of our shoulders and speak about it. Ladies, we love to have you here. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to ask any questions that you would like. I will gladly answer them for you. You might not like my answer, though. I'm just going to be real with you. Hey, when they say that, I'm just being real with you when they say they're going to be rude with you. So I'm just being real with you. If you ask a question, I'm going to answer it to the best of my ability. What else we got going on? Hey, y'all know my people that represent in the fashion of the truly gifted. Those are my people. I look for them each and every time that we do the show. Y'all excuse me real quick. I'm trying to set up a few things here. If I can get this going. There we go. See, I gotta get me a studio crew and all this, y'all, because it'd be a lot of stuff going on behind these scenes back here that y'all have no clue. You have no clue. So there'll be a lot of things going on in the scenes back here, y'all. So hopefully y'all like my hat and y'all gonna stick with us tonight. YouTube, what's up, people? Thank you for tuning in tonight. We're gonna give you another exciting episode of Mansplaining tonight with my co-host Duckie Boi. So if you're on YouTube, you know what I need you to do. I need you to hit like on this video. If you can, please comment in this video. And then if nothing else, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. And after you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. to make sure that you get a notification each and every time that we put out a mansplaining video. I appreciate y'all for being here with me tonight. Facebook, hey, how y'all doing, Facebook friends? Hey, Facebook friends, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. You know what I need you to do as well. Y'all know what I need you to do. I need you to hit like, love, whatever the emotion is that you have on the video. I need you to hit that emoji. I need you to send me a friend request. If we're not friends on Facebook, send me that friend request. I think I can get maybe a handful more of you in there. What else? Hey, if you're trying to find me on Instagram, you can find me at Tonyjem71, at TONYJEM71. There's a few things that's on Instagram that's not on YouTube or not on Facebook either. So with that being said, my people that represent in the fashion of the truly gifted, my people coming in slow tonight. Y'all coming in slow tonight, my representatives of the fashion of the truly gifted. Where are you? Where are you? Let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know what city and state you are watching from. Let me know what city and what state you are watching from. I'm trying to get my comments going, y'all. Come on, holla at your boy. Don't let me talk to myself. You know how the song goes. I talk to myself because there ain't no one to talk to. Give me somebody to talk to. That's what I'm trying to do. Also, for my people that represent in the fashion of the truly gifted, you know, periodically throughout the night, I'm going to say something, and it'll probably be in a reference to a movie or something like that, or a song or something. And if you can name that particular movie or song or whatever the case may be, you know, there might be a mansplaining, there might be a little mansplaining cash app for you or whatever the case may be. We'll see how it develops and see how it comes out. So hopefully you'll stay tuned, and whatever I drop out, hopefully you can pick it up and let me know what it is. And I can send you that little cash app from the compliments of mansplaining. I think that's it. My representatives of the fashion of the truly gifted, they're slow tonight. They're not coming in tonight. They ain't hollering at your boy. So we're going to have to keep the show moving. We got to keep the show moving, baby. Keep the show moving. So what's been going on, y'all? I mean, you know, it's been another week. We got some things going on. Weather's been good. I had another opportunity to go home over the past weekend. If y'all could just give me 1 second, and I know you can hear my voice. I'm sorry. I just like to let the studio door open. I like to feel like I'm in the cave. I like to feel like I'm in the cave when I'm in the studio. So if the door's open, it just sets the mood off a little bit. Crystal B, hey, what's going on with you? Good to see you. So like I said, I got a chance to go home again this past weekend. I had a little reunion of a brotherhood that I've been a part of ever since I was in high school. Some brothers. I was a part of a high school organization, a high school fraternity, PAU, Rho Alpha Upsilon, and June 6th is our anniversary. That's the June 6th, 1981 is the date that it started. So we celebrated our 40th anniversary over this past weekend. And I just want to thank the brothers that did come out and meet up with us out there at George Ward Park. Myself, Melvin Stringer, Clint Holly, Michael Thomas, Mark Hill, Joel Hilliard, Shantez Burrows. Who else was out there? There was a couple. Brian Adams, Bill. It was quite a Fred Mitchell. It was quite a few guys out there. And we had a good time. If you looked on my Facebook page, you probably saw some pictures that was posted or whatever the case may be. So I appreciate that. I just dipped in. Then dip right on back out to Atlanta, y'all. You know how I do. What else we got going on? Hey, the Lakers. The Lakers are no longer in the playoffs anymore. Anybody that did not know, now you know the Lakers. They were damn near swept. Damn near got swept by the Suns. And LeBron is gone home now. And also LeBron said for next season, he is not wearing the number 23 anymore. Some people say, yeah, he took it off because he feel like he's not worthy of the 23. I don't know. He said he's going back to number 6 because when he wore number 6 in Miami. He got 2 championships out of that. So I guess that's his thinking. I'm gonna go back to 6, and maybe they'll get another championship in LA. I don't know. Hey, for the others that did not notice, Damian Lillard. Y'all know him play for Portland Trail Blazers. And the only somebody that can shoot a 3 as good as Steph Curry, Dame Lillard. He was on social media just the other day, y'all, telling LeBron, hey, man, go on make that call. Hey, LeBron, go on make that call. So, for you Laker fans out there, maybe next year y'all might have Dame Lillard on Dame Dollar on the team with LBJ and AD. We'll see how that goes. Keeping it in the NBA for a second, real quick. I've been, I'm in a little celebration right now in the Philadelphia versus Atlanta series. Yes, I live in Atlanta. I am not an Atlanta Hawks fan. I am a Philadelphia 76ers fan, and I've been a Philadelphia 76ers fan since 1976, the year that Dr. J left the ABA and came to the NBA and joined the Philadelphia 76ers. So I've been a 76er ever since Dr. J first became a 76er. So that's how long I've been in. So with that being said, the series is 1-1 right now. Atlanta looked up and got that first game in Philly. That's okay. The series is tied up 1-1. Trae Young, the dude, he's a young bull. He's doing his thing. He's scoring points. But Embiid is a beast. If we can keep that nigga healthy, damn, we can't keep him healthy to save his life. But we got game 3 coming up in Atlanta. Here in Atlanta, I wish I could go. I would like to go, but that ticket gonna be crazy, and I ain't even trying to fake the funk. That ticket gonna be crazy for that game. So I'm just gonna cheer from the house once again. Philly, we're gonna try to go up 2-1 on Atlanta in Atlanta. We're gonna see how that thing go. Keeping it in sports, Floyd Mayweather. Who got to watch the fight this weekend? Come on, y'all, talk to me. Who paid for the fight? So who paid for the fight? Yeah, I paid for the fight. Yeah, who paid for the fight, man? Floyd Mayweather said it was legalized robbery. He robbed the boxing fans, and he said it was legalized. So, but I just look at it like this. He said he robbed it because he couldn't knock out Paul Logan or Logan Paul or whatever the hell the boy name is. He got 2 first names, and his brother too, Jake Paul Jake, whatever the hell. I guess it's Paul, their last name. So he couldn't knock him out. That's the way I see. He couldn't hit hard enough to knock old boy out, Logan out. Now there was one little part in the round where it looked like Floyd might have knocked him out. And he grabbed Floyd and kind of fell on him, and they were kind of rolling. They almost hit the ground. People are saying Floyd did catch him, and he fell in Floyd's arms. So a lot of people saying that Floyd did knock him out. He just grabbed onto Floyd, and Floyd didn't let him hit the ground. Me personally, I don't think Floyd had the power to knock him out. That's just me. I don't think Floyd. If he landed a barrage of punches, then yeah, he could have knocked him out. But I don't think Floyd had the strength to knock him out. That's just me. Because I put a post out there. Floyd is 5'8", 150 pounds. Logan Paul is 6'2", 200 pounds. Floyd was tagging him, but he didn't look like he was hurting him at all. And for those who bought the fight, hey, you with me. You in the boat with me, man. He robbed me. It was legalized robbery, and I want my money back. But I know that ain't going to happen. Next, Julio Jones. Man, Atlanta did so good in the basketball season. They made it to the playoffs, but they had to pay the piper for making it to the playoffs. And what they paid was they let go Julio Jones from the Atlanta Falcons. Julio Jones is now with the Tennessee Titans. He's on team with Tannehill. Derrick Henry. Y'all know who Derrick Henry is. If you watch football, you know who Derrick Henry is. We ain't going to even fake the funk on that. You know who Derrick Henry is. And then out wide out, he got A.J. Brown Come on now. And then now they got Julio Jones. I don't know what to say. What y'all think? What you think about Tennessee? I think Tennessee going to have a stomp, man. I don't know how far they're going to go, but I think however far they go, it's going to be on the shoulders of Derrick Henry. That's the way I feel about it. Man, I don't have my drink. I don't have, y'all, oh, man, I don't have my drink tonight, y'all. I got to drink a little bit of bottled water. That's bad. I don't have my cup tonight. That ain't good, y'all. I got to make up for that. What else? We got one last thing in sports before we move on. Some guys have noticed that the college football playoff committee has announced that they're thinking about moving the playoff model to 12 teams, anywhere between 12 to 16 teams. You know what I got to say about that? These folks going to do anything they can to stop Nick Saban in Alabama. They're going to do anything they can to stop Nick Saban in Alabama. Y'all remember the Saban rule came out a few years ago? The Saban rule came out and said that head coaches were not allowed to recruit on high school campuses during the spring anymore. They did that because Saban was making a lot of headway with that, going on high school campuses, fascinating these players coming down on helicopters and everything. So they banned that. They banned head coaches from going on high school campuses during the springtime. They call that the Saban rule. What do they do next? They came up with the early signing period. Okay, we know national signing period is February 7th. I think it's always February 7th or the first Wednesday in February. It's been that historically. That's been signing day for college. So they moved and got an earlier signing day, hoping that somebody would get a chance to rack up some early recruits, so Nick Saban couldn't get them later on regular signing day in February. What did Nick Saban do? He told them, "No, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to do this. It's not a good idea to do this." So what they do, they did it. And what did Nick Saban do? He went out and started recruiting. He would fill up his damn near the whole class in December. Come February, he ain't got to recruit about 2 or 3 players. They were like, damn, that won't work. So now they come up with the open transfer rule. It don't matter. You ain't got to sit out a year no more. You can just straight transfer and start playing the next year. Hopefully we can get somebody to get enough transfer players to get in there that they can stop Alabama. Nick Saban told him this open transfer rule is not a good idea. It's not a good idea. So they did it anyway. What did Nick Saban do? He went out and got one of the top defensive players coming out of Tennessee, linebacker Henry To'oTo'o. Five-star linebacker. Then he also got a wide receiver coming from Ohio State. I mean, the rich just continue to get richer. It don't matter what they do. So now what do? They come up with the 12 to 16 team playoff. Saban told him that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Anything to stop Bama. So you know what that just means? That just means instead of Bama being 16, 17 and 0 at the end of the season, they're going to be what, 21 and 0 at the end of a season? Come on. I don't care what you do. It's not going to stop the Bama roll. Now, that's all I got on sports. Now, we're going to get ready to move a little bit. We're going to go into a break. And when I come back from the break, we're going to bring my boy in. He's been gone for a minute, y'all. We're going to talk to him, catch up with him, see what's been going on with him, and I'll find out what's going on with my boy, Duckie Boi. We're going to bring him right back in a minute. Also, I want to let you guys know, for anybody that's watching right now, coming up at the end of August, haven't set a date yet, coming up at the end of August, we were trying to do a mansplaining on the beach. We were trying to do that. It's not really getting a lot of traction. Not really sure why, but what we decided to do was to change that. We try to make this a pool party. Try to make this an end of summer pool party, mansplaining end of summer pool party, and which will be held at the Stanberry compound. I call it the Stanberry compound. Compliments of my boy Anthony Stanberry. For those that don't know what the Stanberry compound looked like, go to my post, go to my Facebook page and look for my Memorial Day post. He had a big to-do out there. This guy's property is ridiculous. His property is ridiculous, but you deserve every bit of it, sir. You deserve every bit of it. So we're gonna do a mansplaining. We're trying to do a mansplaining pool party at the end of August. So let us know if you would be interested in coming out to Atlanta, coming out to the Stanberry compound, out to his little mansion, and doing it up, doing a pool party mansplaining style. Let us know what you think. So we're gonna get ready to take this little break real quick. And I'm going to come back with my boy, Duckie Boi. We're going to take a little quick break, and I think we're going to go out to Miss Jacine Coffee.
Jacine. Yeah. Good morning. You can be my coffee in the morning. Coffee in the morning on a sunrise. You can be my coffee in the morning. Coffee in the morning on a sunrise. Ice will drip into the nighttime. Drinking cups of me tonight. I cannot go on. I need a refill of you, boy. Tastes just like midnight hour. Blacker than a cup of sun. I know you love chocolate thunder. Sweeter than a sugar crush. Let me sip your coffee. I let her put a swallow burn in the night, yeah. All we do is pop and grind now. Take your time and do it right, yeah. With you, I stay energized. Your energy is keeping me from relaxing. Look, there goes the sun shining on you, your mountain. Between us, so on sex.
Let me know what you think.
You can be my coffee in the morning.
Is this a high one? Jacine Coffee.
Dripping to the nighttime. Bring it up to me tonight. You can be my coffee in the morning. Coffee in the morning on a sunrise. Dripping to the nighttime. Bring it up to me tonight. They say that best part of waking up is Folgers in your car. No. I say when I'm ready, put me out. Lots of sugar, stir me out. Make it creamy, send me out loud.
Yeah. Jacine. I like that little jam right there. Coffee. I like that one. What you think? I played it a couple times, y'all. I played it a couple times for y'all. I like it. I think I'm gonna play it a few more times, maybe another week or two. You know, we're gonna try to move on to something else and see who else we can put on the spotlight, put on the pedestal, and let them shine for a couple of weeks. Kendra Nicole, hey, good to see you. Where are my people that represent in the fashion of the truly gifted? Where are my comments, y'all? Holla at your boy. Hey, holla. Let me know where you chiming in from. What city and state you chiming in from. We just trying to catch up, y'all. So, real quick, I think it's time to go ahead and go and add my boy back into this fray. It's been a minute since we seen him, y'all. He been out taking care of business, out there doing the duck thing. Out there doing the duck thing. I'm gonna add him in here real quick. Mr. Duckie Boi himself. Hey, is that you?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Hold on, let me turn that down real quick. Turn that down. What's going on? No, that was that was me. My speaker was a little loud there. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. How you doing? Greetings. What's up with you, baby?
Greetings, sir. You come from the land of none. We haven't seen you in 2 weeks, man. I told you we had some stuff going on, man. How things going with you?
God is good.
You guys are trying to match my fly.
Big time, man. Big time. Nah, man, I just came in, man. Got caught in the rain a little bit. Just came in from Walmart and whatnot. Yeah, Tony, man, interesting couple of weeks, dude. God is good, first and foremost. Glad to be back. Had a couple of, being a grown man and having to be responsible for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes being one person, that shit gets, overwhelming sometimes, man. And had a deal when I had to tend to for a couple of weeks. It was some good stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? Good little surgical thing. And getting the boys settled in for the summer.
Yeah.
And, Deuce and them running the basketball thing and all that. Dylan playing baseball. Actually, I'm still behind, but hey, man, I'm still here. Got all that behind me. For the most part, dude, last weekend, for those that don't know, I heard you brought up the fact that the frat got together. Hey, happy 40th birthday to Roy Alpha Upsilon. PAU, of course.
Yeah.
Old Roll.
Oh, man. You'll make me go and get my hat. 1981, Old Roll, baby.
Big time, man. Shout out to all the guys at PAU that showed up, man. And a little quiet, intimate gathering, man. Everybody's still doing good, man. We blessed, man, to still be here, and that's the main thing, Tony. And sat back and saw my Lakers get tossed out, man. Got to see what we're gonna do over there. I'm hearing Russell Westbrook may come out, Damian Lillard. One thing about I'm a lifelong Laker fan, so one thing about being a Laker, eventually somebody's gonna want to come out there and win some rings. They're gonna want to play, so we're gonna stack our team up like everybody else, man. So right now I'm looking at Brooklyn, want to see what they're gonna do. Want to see what the Clippers gonna do. So I'm still watching it. I'm an avid basketball fan, man. And, dude, I heard you saying some crazy stuff, man.
What, man?
Did you say college football is trying to stop Nick Saban?
In Alabama, man, they're trying to, all these rules they coming over the last few years, man. The Saban, everybody done heard of the Saban rule. Everybody done heard of the Saban rule. Then you got the early signing period. They got the early signing period trying to get an advantage. Then they got the open transfer now, somebody trying to get an advantage. And now they trying to move from 14 playoff to possibly 12 to 16 team playoff. All that is an effort to do everything they can to keep Nick Saban and Alabama out of the playoffs and away from the national championship. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
But you be talking like y'all go undefeated every year. Y'all be winning it every year, right?
Well, we go undefeated every year now. But we still in the hunt for the national championship every year. No doubt. Every year for the last 10 years. No, every year. Well, this gonna be 15 years for Nick Saban. Every year for the last 13 years, we have been in contention for the national championship.
Hey, can't front on that, man. Nick Saban a bad dude, man.
Bad dude, man.
He came and resurrected your program that was dead for 2 decades.
Hey.
With nobody screaming roll tide, none of that shit.
The two Bama fans were screaming roll tide.
Well, yeah. All 12 of y'all. I mean, that year I coached Alabama when y'all won the
championship. But the championship before Nick Saban got there. 12.
I'm thinking about that year. That year Bama sucked so bad. I was the coach for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm like, what the hell am I doing in Tuscaloosa? The hell going on? They giving me press conferences and shit. I'm like, hey, what the hell? Freddie, get your fat ass out there, man. And go block with somebody. Get your fat ass out there, man. But kudos to your team, man. Nick Saban be kicking butt. It's a trip how he monopolized and cornered the market in college football like that, Tony. But there's so many other things going on. The game is about to be so stretched out and diverse that if you notice there's a slow emergence of HBCU players getting drafted. That's one. And there's a lot of high school blue chippers. Man, they opting out going to them D1 schools. They're going to HBCUs. That's going to catch up with everybody after a while because these kids now, they want to go to college and play off the top. But they know if they go, a lot of them, if they go to Nick Saban, dude, you're going to have to sit down for about, 2 years and sit behind because everybody out there is a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. So it's interesting to see how long he can corner the market just for that. But Alabama's still a powerhouse. It's still the SEC. I think they make the rules to try to thwart the SEC's dominance in college football. I don't think it's so much as Nick Saban, because if it ain't Nick, it's gonna be somebody out there.
I can go with that. I
You
can
know
go
what
with
I'm
that.
saying?
I can go with
Yeah.
that.
Now we can say, with that being said, we can say Alabama leads the SEC. You know what I'm saying? The college football is trying to get rid of the SEC's dominance, and the SEC is led by Alabama. But for you to say solely, shit, it's solely about Nick Saban and Alabama, stop it. Stop.
I feel you, man. Hey, man, Duck, man, bro, you've been gone a couple of weeks, man. And I covered some pretty good topics over the last few weeks. Real quick, I just want a couple of shouts out. Khadijah Works, what's up? She said, Tony and Duck. She said, great evening to you, Tony and Duck. Ralph Davis with the shout out. Jeremy Dunlap hitting us up from G-Town, West Virginia.
My favorite white boy. That's my favorite white boy, dude.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, man, we got a couple things I want to talk about tonight, man. First of all, I want to get your opinion on this.
Yeah.
And for those that are watching, listen to me on this. All right. Reparations. Talk about reparations.
Yeah.
So now, on January 16, 1865, Union General William Tecumseh Sherman proclaimed that as a part of the Special Field Order number 15, that freed slave families would receive 40 acres and a mule. That's what they were told they would receive. They would receive 40 acres and a mule to begin to put Black people in position to generate generational wealth. That was the idea, to try to level out the economic playing field for Black people. Well, it never came to pass. It never came to pass. And so for the last 150 years, just about the last 150 years, Blacks have been asking to be at the same economic level as others. Now, last week at the 100th anniversary of the Tulsa race massacre, Joe Biden spoke about closing the wealth gap between Black America and white America. He talked about it. How they're going to go about it, I don't know. He did speak about a few things that they talked about, combating racial discrimination in housing with redlining and the appraisals of Black houses versus the appraisal of white homeowners. You know, so the insurance difference in paying insurance in the Black neighborhood, somebody with this, paying insurance in the white neighborhood. He talked about all that stuff and everything. Now, when they talk about,
who did?
This was Joe Biden talking. That was Joe Biden.
Your boy.
Yeah, that was old Joe Cleasy, right? That was old Joe
Bilzo.
So now they've hired. I don't know how many times they've hired this team, because I seem to remember several times where people hired teams to do research on what it would take for reparations, for reparations to happen. So they are estimating that it would take anywhere. This is a big margin too. They're saying that it would take anywhere from 14 to 51 trillion dollars.
Yeah. 14
to 51 trillion dollars to give reparations to African Americans. Now, look at COVID. Even the COVID thing was only 3.8 trillion. The first big one was only 3.8 trillion. So they're saying to make even with Black reparations, it's going to take anywhere between 14 and 51 million to make right for all that has been done to put people in a position to be wealthy, to prosper, and this, that, and the other. And that's going to calculate to be millions per person. That's going to calculate to be millions per person. Which we're only talking about the African American community. 13% of the population, 14% of the population, and you're tying up 51. If you tying up $51 trillion in reparations to, I'm sorry, I don't have this number, y'all. I meant to look up the number, the estimated number.
You're making up the number. You're making up.
No. I was going to say something after that. I didn't look up the number of the estimated number of Black Americans actively in America right now. I didn't look up that number. However, but it's still returning to be millions per person if they're talking 51 trillion for the whole package. If they're talking 51 trillion to some 400,000 people, then that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money going to those people. So let me ask you this. Reparations, are they owed to? Do you think they're owed to us? Do you think we should be given to them? And if so, who do you think should get reparations? Now, I'm going to ask this question to the audience as well. Please feel free to answer those questions in the comment section. Are reparations owed to us? Do you think they should be given to us? And if so, who should get them? Descendants of African slaves? What do you think? What do you think?
All right, here's my outlook on reparations. All right, hell yeah, we deserve reparations. Why do we deserve reparations? For one, we got screwed over royally and built this country for free for a long time. Okay, if we don't even take an economic standpoint on this, meaning money, we still got to think about the psychological damage it's done, the punitive damages that is did. So hell yeah. And then we don't have to do nothing but look around the world, and anybody that America feel like that they screwed over, they gave them reparations. Everybody get reparations.
The Jewish community,
Asian community, Native Americans, folks getting paid off, dude. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And here we are, we built this joker for free, Tony, and still get treated like subhuman, not second-class citizens, but subhuman, you know. I don't look at it like it's a handout. See, the thing is, I know we deserve it. We should get it. It's an atrocity. We haven't gotten it. I'm not waiting on it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not looking, you know, I don't think we're going to get it. And as far as them having that money, Tony, like 51 trillion, they can print that shit out. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? But Tony, man, do you realize the magnitude of what slavery did to us from the voyage from Africa over here and all that has happened since now? I'm speaking like, you know how they changed the voting rights. How we just get dogged out, dude. They said we could vote 1 minute. Then they went back in the Alabama Constitution when they finally freed us. We weren't free. They said, okay, you're free, but you can't vote. Okay, you can vote now. Okay, we ain't voting the way they wanted us to vote. Okay, we're gonna snatch your right. We're gonna snatch your rights away. You know, you can't vote now, you know. Right. So yeah, we deserve. I want mine. And this is because everybody else get the Jewish Holocaust, the Auschwitz-Birkenau death camps. That shit happened in Germany, dude. In Germany. Why is America paying the Jews reparations over something that happened in Europe? You know what I'm saying? But we can't get nothing but, you know, treated like second-class citizens. So, yeah, man, it's so crazy that we don't make enough noise about it, and that how we just lie down and just, you know, even though now you want to hear something funny, though. Even though, I'm going to say this, if we did get reparations, but you talking about a shit show. What? Giving my people
get millions of dollars.
My people, boy, you imagine.
Everybody be riding on 28s, spinners.
Can you imagine the cars of Newports, the Black and Miles, the goddamn, hey, look.
You know, Hennessy.
Projects, people in the project got all gold, everything in that motherfucker. You can't imagine how we blow that money, man. Yeah, we deserve it, man. That's bullshit. We don't get reparations, man. That's
42 million. Okay, so 42 million. Willie Porter, W. Porter says there are 42 million blacks in the U.S. So 42, that's all.
And they come through for everybody else, man. They
You know
come
what I'm
through
saying?
for everybody.
Ain't but 42 million of us. Damn. We can't have 42 million man marches. We couldn't do that for 42 times.
Did you ever figure out how much per person, per black person we get?
Now, when I did it earlier, I saw a number, and I didn't think I did it right. I said, no, that can't be right. That can't be right. But what I did do, and I did this months ago when I talked about reparations before, when they were talking about the 40 acres and a mule, I did to do the research and found out that in today's economy, 40 acres and a mule would be relatively $350,000 to $400,000, somewhere around there. 40 acres and a mule in today's dollar market. In today's dollar market. In today's dollar market, 40 acres and a mule would be the equivalent of about $350,000 to $400,000. But that's not the reparations package that they are fully talking about. And it got up to, I saw where it said 151 million. And I was like, that can't be right. So my numbers might have been skewed on trying to find out how much per person for reparations. But for 40 acres and a mule, about $350,000 to $400,000 per person in today's economy.
And I know that'll be a lot of work for the government to supply that much money to all them people. But hey, dude, look at the fucked up shit y'all did, man. You know what I'm saying? That comes with a price, man. When you do something that devilish, that comes with a price. And y'all owe us this, man. We built it.
Yeah.
It's so simple that we forget we built this country, man. When I drive across this country, man, I look around and I see all this we did for free. For free.
Yeah.
All that labor for years. Dude, we were slaves for a long time, dude. Free labor. So yeah, we should get it, man. I just scared of what we gonna do when we all get that money and shit all at one time.
The world will blow up, man. And the killer part is, if we were to get reparations, man, you know, them the PWT. Can you translate PWT? The PWTs, the po white trash.
Yeah, what about
it? They would be ready to blow up. They would be ready to blow up everything on this planet, man. They would be ready to blow up in this country, at least. Ready to blow up everything in this country. Yeah. And because so many of them have gatekeepers of their own that's well to do, they're not gonna put black people in a position where somebody sends 1.2 million apiece. They're not gonna put us in a position where every black person gets $1.2 million a piece, and the PWTs don't get nothing.
Well, they did. They do have something, and it's called something priceless, and it's called privilege.
Privilege. Some of them mess their privilege up.
They PWTs by choice. There's no reason for no decent-looking white person to be around here struggling in a system that's built and catered to you guys. Is that fantastic? There's no reason that a white person be around here jacked up and poor. The game is made for y'all. It's made by y'all. Now, I'm going to tell you this. It's funny you say that, because if we did get reparations, we have to implement some programs and whatnot to take care of ourselves and protect and arm ourselves so we don't have another Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have to strap up, teach our women how to shoot and all that, man, because we couldn't have no more of that, man. We just have to strike back and have a war around here. But like they say, we can't go to war without money. At that particular point, we'll have some money. So, man, it always was the poor white trash that did that dirty work. You know what I'm saying? Blowing up shit in Birmingham. When Birmingham was called Birmingham, and we had Dynamite Hill and all that shit. Now, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Them folks killed Black Wall Street because they were poor as hell and they got tired of seeing affluent blacks. Like, damn, how how the hell that monkey get all that? And my father, that was poor crackers. Rich crackers, don't too many rich crackers really care because they're already rich.
Yeah.
So the resentment is low unless they're just full of pure hatred toward black folks, man. But the question is, are we ever gonna see it in our lifetime? Now, are we actually gonna get it? And if we do get it, is it gonna be in the form of cash payments, or they're gonna do something else? Like, I tell you what, free college education.
Yeah.
For all black, you know what I'm saying, for your first 2 kids, or all black, something in that form.
They would have to do something. They would have to do something monetarily though, because even with the Asian community, even with them being in concentration camp, they gave each of those families $20,000, and they gave each one of those Asian families $20,000. So there would have to be some type of monetary value. Sometimes, if they might not be trying to give everybody, person $1.2 million, but they might decide they want to give $350,000.
Yeah, but it's more than money, man. You can't.
Yeah, along with the other stuff.
It's more than money, man. We gotta have programs. We need ways to get our own neighborhoods. We need, it's a lot of shit. We need land. We need our own shit. Just like they got white utopias and suburbs and all that. We need ours. You know what I'm saying? With no, interference and whatnot, man. That'd be so much for that government to have to do, man, in order to tighten us up for all that shit they put us through. That'd be a lot of work, and I just don't see them ever doing it. But it's a total slap in the face that my people don't see that everybody else get reparations except us, and we be around here bullshitting with each other.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? We don't have no room. It ain't no room for none of that, man. We need to band together, take our money, quit spending it with all them folks, just spend it on us, man. That, the death blow, that a deal, you know what I'm saying? That a deal the whole game, man, that we just took our money out the game first. Because we'll never get along, Tony. Black folk, see, we got this thing, we telling ourselves what we got to do to get on top. We making the list too long and it's too hard. We ain't willing to do all that. We think we actually got to love each other and get along and agree on everything before we make steps. No. Control our dollars.
You can be a business and not give a damn about that person.
Because that's what they do.
Because you're doing what they do.
That's what they do. They don't like each other.
They don't like each other either.
They don't like each other, man. They do the same shit we do. And they got us thinking
I don't like you, you don't like me, but let's anyway. Black people like, I don't like you, oh, you don't like me, and I ain't trying to be in business.
That's our problem.
I can't be in business with you.
That's our problem, man. We have one minor disagreement. Shit, you might go to church. I might go to the mosque. I believe in Muhammad. You believe in Jesus. That right there, we can't do no business with each other. We can't do no business with each other. Man, the white boys can't stand each other, man, at all. But they know what it takes to build generational wealth for their children and still maintain dominance. But the shift is going to ultimately change. I just don't think we'll see it, now that we're approaching a half a century. I don't think we may see the beginning of it, but I don't think we'll see the total turnaround, man. But hell yeah, we deserve that shit, Tony. And I won't mind. I ain't waiting on it. But yeah, I won't mind, boy. Folks come over here from overseas who'll get along like this. Get a business like this. Yeah. Bam. Bam. Dude, we from here. We from here, dude.
Can't get jacked.
We from here, dude. So, who knows, man? Who knows?
Let me see if somebody has something to say. What Khadijah say? She said, "Oh, I would move to Mars. That's a lot of Nikes bundles, and no one would be able to breathe from all the loud."
Oh man, baby, Khadijah, you talking about a never-ending barbecue? You talking about a never-ending barbecue? Oh my God! And then look, Tony, I hate to go there. Black women, oh dude, they gonna be like, boy, gone. Boy, be on gone somewhere, boy.
I got me $1 million. Boy, you got me $1 million. I don't need you. Hey.
Boy, yeah, it'd be a lot of shit, man. But I still want to see it. Yeah, my people. Hey, we already went crazy with that weekly unemployment check they gave us for the pandemic. We ain't going back to work. Hey, every restaurant, everywhere I go right now, Tony, we are hiring. We are hiring. We are hiring.
Everywhere.
Hey, can't get us to go back for that shit. You know, if they give us $1 million, dude, it's a wrap.
You ain't lying. Man, I tell you what, man. If we get it, great. You know.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
We are owed it. I believe we are owed it. Shit. And you know, people might look at me. I don't think everybody need to get 100. I don't think everybody need to get $1.2 million. I don't think everybody need to get $1.2 million.
I say it's owed to us.
It's owed to us.
I want it. I want mine, but I'm not holding my breath, and I'm not waiting on it. You know, I'm not making any plans around me receiving it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. I don't have emotions. I don't have my emotions attached to it to the point where, man, you deserve it.
Yeah. I think we be better off hoping for that 350 to 400 for 40 acres and a mule. I think we be better served crying about that one because they ain't gonna give us no $1.2 million per person at all.
Even now, it ain't a lot of money. Go ahead, though. What you gonna say?
So let's parlay it a little bit. Let's parlay it and move it from politics, and let's jump into another subject.
What?
All right, I'm gonna call off a couple of names. I'm gonna call off some names to you, and you tell me what's the first thing come to your mind when you think about these. Jay-Z and Beyonce, Will and Jada, Cardi B, Offset.
What's the first name?
Those are the first
names. Come to my mind when you name them three couples off. That's what you just asked me.
Yeah, them three couples right there. What do you think about?
Was the first person or the first? What do I think about when I hear those three couples?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, let me ask you this.
Oh, I'll tell you what I think. You know what I think?
What's that?
They call them power couples. But I call them a couple. That's what a couple should be.
That's exactly. Okay, so let me do this then. All right. So now to me, the whole concept of a power couple is a couple. The whole concept of a power couple is two successful people in a relationship making big business moves and getting to the bag. Okay. All right. So now here's the problem. What's the problem? This whole idea, premise of the power couple is not something that was thought up by a man. This whole premise of power couples, let's get together and get the bag together, work together as a team. We're gonna work together. We're a power team. That's not a man. That's not a man's concept. To me, this is from the mind of a woman. A woman who has a certain level of success in her professional life, but does not want to relinquish that feeling of control or power in her personal relationship. Now, she considers herself to be an alpha female and wants to be a team on everything. But the thing is, that's not what alphas do. That's not what alphas male do. They lead. They don't pair up. They lead from the front. So you've heard the expression before, Doug. You've heard the expression, too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I don't care where you work. I don't care what job you got, what company you work for, what corporation you work for, or nothing. I don't care. When you at work, I don't care where you work. At your job, you have one boss. You have one boss. You don't have a team of bosses. You don't have a team of bosses at your job. You have one boss. Now there might be a committee. There might be a committee that works under him, but that committee works under him. Okay. So now, my idea is successful men don't need your help. The only way he needs help from the only way he needs help is if he and his wife or if his wife has him trying to live outside of the means of which the husband can provide. Now, it ain't enough. That ain't enough. What he can provide is not enough for her. It's called keeping up with the Joneses. And I think that's what it all boils down to. They got that, I want that. It ain't, I want to get out and spread my wings and see what I can do, do on my own and do something original. I want to do what they do. I want to have what they have. And the only way my husband, he ain't making enough money. He ain't making enough money to get me to where Miss Jones is. So I need to go out there and get my education. I need to go out there and get my degree. I need to go out there and get these high-paying jobs. I need to get myself in a high-paying position at work. Find me a man at that same high level, and we can make this thing work together. And it's not going to work. Too many times it doesn't work because even with now you have some exceptions, Jay-Z, Beyonce, you have some exceptions, Will and Jada. You had an exception in Cardi B and Offset. But in all those relationships, we all know that there has been trouble in those waters, right? So just because it's a power couple or whatever, don't mean that you're gonna get past the fuckery of everyday life. I personally believe that the power couple, the whole power couple idea, is just a way for women to say, I'm just as important as you. I know you're a man, but you're not more important than me. I'm just as important to you. You're not more valuable than me. I'm just as valuable. Anything you can do, I can do. And in a lot of cases, I'm sorry, y'all, that's just not the case. That's my mansplaination for that. How do you feel about power couples? What do you think about what I just said?
I gotta disagree with you on that one.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say women started the term power couple. I think it's a term that just describe a couple that's doing about shit as a unit, as a unison, as a one. Who doesn't want to thrive as a couple and do big things? Now, I say this though, I can see where you're coming from. I think women, I don't think they started the power couple thing, but I think they sometimes use it to make themselves more included in the power structure of a relationship. I put it like that. They can't use it. But nah, man, power couple is what you want to be. What we're doing now, Tony, is we sort of teaching young men to instead of worrying about that, we need to teach young men how to handle a woman that's making a lot of money, how to handle a woman that's blowing your pay out the water. You still the man. You know what I'm saying? Because being a man will supersede all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Any woman I deal with, I'm just like a woman.
Her money don't matter. Even if she got way more than him, if he's got money, her money still don't matter.
Big time. Now me, let's say, I believe in power couples because I believe two people should be getting together to win and build and get things together. Like I say, being a man will supersede being a woman. You should earn your respect. You should earn your respect outside the realms of economics anyway. Most of the time when men get disrespected like that, they get disrespected anyway. They get, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't got nothing to do with the money. Man, I think it's a lot of power couples out there, Tony. I know for sure couples who are struggling have more problems and have more infidelity, have more breakups and more divorce than power couples.
I don't
See,
believe
I'm
that.
not a fool to think that power couples are
Because
exempt.
when the money is gone, they still human. They still do human
No,
stuff.
listen. I don't think. I just think that it'll be wise. So you mean to tell me you and date a chick, a millionaire chick?
I didn't say I would not date a now.
You and marry one?
Not in the sense of saying I'm marrying this. Well, now in my position, I'm not well to do. You know, I ain't. You know,
that's even better. That's even better because this is what we got to teach young men.
I'm talking about people that are at a certain level of success.
I still won't put that on women. Tony, I'm gonna tell you what guys our age do a lot when we make a mistake. We still base our approach to the game with women off the shit we was raised on, that old pimp shit from the 60s and 70s and shit, which was based off when women weren't working, they had to stay at home. A lot of them was housewives, a lot of them was dependent on their man to bring their check home. With that setup came a particular mentality. Okay, I bring home the money, you sit down, shut up, take care of the kids. Okay, things have changed now. These women got jobs and all this shit. This how the term power couple came, because at that time, it was just, hey, I got a strong man in the household, he provide for the family, the kids, they put all the shit on the man. You bring home the bacon, do all this shit, you go work 18 hours a day in that coal mine, get black soot in your lungs and all that, take care. Okay, now here's an opportunity for the woman to go out there, make that money just like we do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I see nothing wrong with that. I think we better start teaching these young men how to be a man and not be intimidated, and don't put up with that shit. When the women come crazy like that, man, that's your cue to put her in check. Like, you know what I'm saying? When a woman who make more money or think like that start getting outside of herself, that's our job to bring. Girl, you don't sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? You know, because that's what they be wanting. A punk ain't gonna be able to handle that shit. But no, women, I can't put that on women, Tony. Power couples is just what it is, power couples. The media ain't gonna put out how many power couples, black power couples. I ain't talking celebrities either. I'm talking about how many college graduates that's a lawyer and a doctor that got married. That Delta and that Kappa brother that's married. That Alpha and that AKA, you know what I'm saying? The two folks that went to college. They doing it, but the media ain't gonna put that out there. Just like they rob us of our children showing the fucked up part of the black kids. They gonna show the ones that's graduating college and doing things. They're not gonna show the successful, you know what I'm saying, power couples. They gonna show, you know what I'm saying, the messed up side to it. Tony, we gotta update our game, dude. The way our dad and uncle, that shit they were doing back then, you can't apply that today because it's a whole new ballgame. We gotta make that adjustment. I'm down with the power couple. I would love to be a power couple. I love to give it a shit because I'm a man. And shit, a woman, I don't give a damn. If I had a millionaire now in the state I'm in now, I don't give a shit. She do got a millionaire. I'm still a man. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying?
But
that's my confidence.
I feel like in that situation, you won't be able to just say that. You know, yeah, you made a lot of. I'm the man. I run things. Well. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. The whole thing is a lot of them are ones that are very successful in their professional business, and they want to keep that control in the house. They don't want to relinquish that control in the house. So any and every move that we make, you can't just, it ain't no just final say so with him. We have to make the final say so. I got to say so. And now I think that the how I want to say. All right, like okay, you got the power couple structure, but it's also noted that most successful men, really successful men have a housewife. They don't have a wife that goes to work. They don't have a power couple wife. Most of them don't. Most of them don't have a power couple.
I'm gonna have to look up those statistics.
Yeah, look at the most successful men, especially when you get talking about millionaires. When you talk about millionaires, most of them, their wives don't work. Most of them, their wives don't work.
So let me ask you this: Does does that make their relationship exempt from bullshit? Like,
not at all. That's why I said it don't matter.
and all that.
It don't exempt them from
matter.
I think it gives you more ability than it does for a struggling couple. I think when you got the means, you can make more stuff happen that you want to do than you would do if you were struggling. Now you got to find a way to make some stuff happen. You're in a struggling relationship and you're trying to do something sneaky or sly on the side. You gotta work at trying to make that happen. But when you got the means to make stuff happen, you can just go and do. They got just that. I think they have more problems than the single. I think they have more problems than the
okay. So let me ask you this. To me, what's your ideal setup of a perfect? What's the perfect marital setup to you? The man is doing what? The man is doing what, and the woman is doing what? To you.
Now, I'm not prehistoric and say that I believe a woman should be in the house, in the kitchen, and I believe, if a woman wants to work,
barefoot and pregnant.
Barefoot and pregnant. Now, I don't believe. I believe that adage is is well played out. However, I do believe that she should. If she wants to work, she can work. However, I still believe that everything needs to go through the man, and he has the final say so, because she might not agree with what he says. Okay, you don't agree, but then guess what? I'm Mufasa in this house, and I said this is what we're doing.
Thank you. As long as the structure, as long as it was laid out that this is the way this ship is going to be ran ahead of time, like, baby, look. Okay, for example, Tony, you got $10 million, right? Cash. All right. You walk in the room, there's 2 women there. You gonna marry one of them. One of them got 11 million. The other one make $30,000 a year. Other than that, both of them are the same. You love both of them. Both of them meet your needs sexually, spiritually, intellectually, everything. They toe to toe. Only difference is they person. You got to pick one of them. Which one would you pick? Which one you think is the easiest road?
Now, I don't want no broke chick. Now,
Yeah, bro. Hey, she make 100,000. She make 100,000 a year.
I mean, I'd be, as opposed to the other chick, being a millionaire or something.
She got 11 million. You got 10.
She got 11 million. I got 10. But there's another chick in the picture, and she might make 100,000.
Yeah, that's the only difference between both of them.
I'm good. I might be good with 100,000. I might be good with 100,000 chick, or my thought pattern could be this, because some men think this. Okay, I got a lot of money. Okay, I'm gonna get a chick with a lot of money, so I make sure she ain't in my pocket. She got her own.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I like chicks when they say they don't want no broke dude. The ones that came in that say that is the broke chicks that say that. But they don't realize it's a lot of us feel the same way. Yeah. Shit, we don't want no broke chick either. You know what I'm saying?
And I think it's not that we want a chick with money so she can pay us, so she can pay for everything. It's just that so I don't have to pay for everything you want.
but money ain't a problem. Listen, though.
Some of the stuff that you want.
But money ain't a problem, though, because you got 10 million. You got 10 million. Money ain't even no issue. You know what I'm saying? She can keep her little check. The thing, okay, I'll tell you what I do.
You know how rich people stay rich?
Don't spend money.
They don't just throw money away. They don't
just throw money. But you just said rich dudes normally marry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rich dudes marry a girl that would be considered a housewife,
they need their money. So that means basically in exchange for her services, meaning being an obedient housewife and acting like you're happy about it, I'm gonna pay for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway it goes, that's not throwing money away. That's your wife. That's an investment. But me, I ain't scared of the chick with 11 million. You know what I'm saying? Because I know.
I'm not saying that. Well, now, I mean, this is all relative to who you really want to be with. You know, no matter how much money she got, you know, because she got 10, 11 million, but you really like the $100,000 check, but you're gonna take the $11 million check just because she got 11 million. Even though you don't need her 11 million, it'd be nice to have an extra to double up what I got. But you ain't gonna really double it up because she ain't finna give you that 11 million. That's her 11 million, and then you continue to spend on her out of your 10 million.
It depends on the chick and how she was raised. If she understands the nature of a marriage and a union, it won't be no problem. If she understands the laws of marriage, it won't be no problem for her to submit to that guy, and she got more money than him because that's the natural setup for marriage. Now, let me ask you this. Okay. Which one would you pick before y'all consider to be a power couple? Which one you think you have to pick in order for them to say, now that's a power couple? Because I'm finna bust it up.
In order for people to consider them a power couple, then you would pick the $11 million check.
But that ain't true, because what people don't realize time and time over and over, I think we're saying the same thing in a sense. See, money is only a fraction of happiness and what makes a relationship. It ain't about money, because there's so many people got money in relationships and ain't happy.
That's why I say it's a facade. The power couple is a facade. If they got the same problems you got, they just got more money. They got the same, they're dealing with the same stuff outside of paying bills. Other than that, they got the same everyday problems that you got. They just got money to answer. They got money as an answer.
But the thing is, your problems are magnified times 10 when y'all struggling financially. You get what I'm saying? If y'all got the same type of problems, if y'all broke or y'all struggling, them problems are magnified times 10 compared to this couple right here. See, they got the same problems, but they don't have economical problems.
But
this couple here got the same problem, and they struggling, man. That shit ain't gonna work, man.
Money ain't gonna make it. How many millionaires commit suicide? I mean, how many people with money commit suicide? Or how many millionaires are unhappy? They got all the money in the world, and they freaking miserable.
Because they haven't lived. They ain't lived my life. Hey, they ain't lived my life for 2 years.
You know what? I can give you that, because there's some people that be crying about stuff that you be like,
really? Like, that's what y'all tripping about?
That's what y'all
tripping about?
I can sleep through that.
It's so many variables that play a role in it, Tony. And it both depends on how they both was raised, what they saw growing up. You know, it's some women out there. I know some women, like, nah, man, I refuse. I can't even beat those sisters all the way. I can't even say it's all of them. That's why we got to do our research and get statistics. It's some women out there who got money, and they don't care. They want a brother who just about his hustle. They get up and do something. And they willing to submit and let him be the man. But they can't find a lot of brothers be falling short because they don't know, you know what I'm saying? They get so caught up.
Let me run up on a situation like that. Let me run up on a situation where she got it. She like, look, you the man. I let you, I do my job, but after I leave my job, it's you, baby.
I'm like you, though.
It's you.
I'm like you, though. I know I picked the rich one because I'm like you. Shit, keep you from goddamn me having to take care of you all the time. Keep you from hitting me up, and then you really find out where their heart is.
But you would still find out, though. You would still find out if you pick that rich one. You gonna be like,
so power couples are real.
His money, but this bitch, they don't get on my nerve.
But you know what, Tony? I think we wrong for speaking on power couples and talking about millionaires. Let's tone it down a little bit and get in the hour range. Okay. Middle class. Let's talk working class. See, there are power couples within that.
And the only reason I brought up power, I'm gonna let you give it. The only reason I brought up power couples is because that seems to be what all the regular females want. They want a power couple. They want a power. Go ahead.
I want to be a power couple. Shit. I don't want no slacking chick. That's why I be telling chicks, they be telling me they don't want no slacking dude. It's a lot of us don't want no, we don't want no slacking chick. You know what I'm saying? Hell, because there's some women out there be trying to block dudes' blessings, man. Be trying to block a dude money flow. And the game's so wicked, man. And it's some women out there that will take that money to try to control you. That's true. That's true. Like, you know what I'm saying? But still, that's up to the individual. I still think it's a lot. I think it can be pulled off. Power couples to me are, let's take a working class couple. That's two people who got together, maintain their credit, stay true to the game, work toward their investments when they got that house, when they got their kids, put their kids through college, kept their credit up, maintained their mortgage, set money up for their retirement, and kept building and progressing to set up things. But when they die, their children got shit, perhaps even their grandchildren. See, a power couple ain't about just getting rich. A power couple is about a couple, two people that has gotten together and have grown and prospered as one, but it's two. So I don't really I think money is just a small thing, but I can't put that power couple thing on women, man, because I don't blame. I think you want to win when you get married again. You gonna want y'all to. I don't want no. Say something about me. I hate a submissive ass woman anyway, man. I hate women. I don't like women. I ain't gonna say I hate them because I run over them. You know what I'm saying? I want a challenge because I'm a man. There's nothing that a woman can do to me. I don't care who she is. Shit. Sit your ass down somewhere.
I don't mind a periodic challenge.
Yeah. I ain't saying tomorrow, man.
Challenging me every day. Every move we make is a challenge.
I want you to admit it. You want them barefoot and pregnant. Don't go ahead, Tony.
Not at all. Yeah, especially you better not get pregnant at my age.
Are we wrong for categorizing all the women being like that, or it's just that it's so many of them that's like that?
It's just so many. It's just that it's so many, and to me it's unrealistic because not every man is going to make six figures. Not every man is. Not every man. There are men who work hard every day, 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week that will never make $100,000 a year. There are men that will never make $100,000 every year.
Yeah, we're going to continue this discussion because I want us to further research.
You said 100 million. I mean 100,000.
Because listen, we're gonna have to further this because what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a survey, and what we're gonna do is go out on Facebook and ask people what their definition of a power couple is, and we're gonna take what everybody says. We'll go through that, and then we'll break it down further from there, so we can have a more accurate. Because I think everybody's version of a power couple it varies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we're going to have a survey.
Look out for this post coming out. One of us is going to put out there asking you what you think a power couple is. Whoever does the post, the other person will share it. And we want to get some opinions on what you think.
Y'all give us some feedback on your rendition of a power couple. When you say power couple, what do you consider a power couple in your mind? And then we'll take what the people saying. Utilize statistics. Okay, makes sense. Okay, let's do that. All right, now before we move to the last topic, let me touch on a couple of these comments that came in. Kendra Nicole said, "Yes, I agree with you, Duckie. A couple can making boss moves. Nothing wrong with that if it works for them. On the flip side, I wouldn't mind my man being the breadwinner so I can be available for him mentally, sexually, and emotionally while resting in my femininity." That's a power couple. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's a power couple. If that dude out there bring home a whole bunch of money and wifey at home holding it down, that's the balance. That's power. That's the power couple. That's the power couple. I can rock with that. I can rock with that. Khadijah says, "I disagree, Tony. I make the moves. I make the moves I make to break cycles and create legacies. I don't think about becoming a power couple. It's not my goal." And there's nothing wrong with that because It's a lot of people not thinking about being in a relationship nowhere, or some people are just shunning ever being married again. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going for. I don't want a weak woman. Shit. If I get with somebody, it's for us to win. That's what a power couple does. I don't think it's determined by a dollar amount they produce. I think it's about the world they create and the progress that they make with their family and the legacies. Like you said, they leave shit, man. It depends. It ain't no power couple unless both are beasts. Beasting.
Beasting. Like, both of them beasting. M Black. Okay, I know who M Black 3000. Yeah.
I agree.
It ain't no power couple unless. I agree.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm a trip. If I got 8 million, then this chick said she got 20, you think she gonna tell me what? I'm still the man because I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no fucking way in here.
I see another comment from W. Porter. A power couple don't have much time for one another, so there are a lot of problems between them. Look at Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. Now,
y'all talking about celebrities. Y'all talking about rich celebrities. I'm talking about
even without celebrities. Some of these guys, they have some of these couples, these power couples, have unreal schedules, and they don't see each other a whole lot because they both out beasting. They both out beasting right now. So a lot of times they don't see each other. I've seen interviews where they talk about that, where I'm busy doing my thing, they're busy doing it. We have to schedule time to spend time with each other because I'm so busy, he's so busy, she's so busy, so yeah, they don't have the financial problems that struggle couples have, but they got a lot of other problems.
What about the dude that work at a SIPCO? He worked the night shift at a SIPCO. He goes to work with his wife. She's the superintendent of the school district. She gets home at 4 and 5 o'clock. He goes to work at 5 or 6 o'clock. But they win it. They don't have time for each other either. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about celebrities and whatnot. That's the sacrifice with being a couple. It takes sacrifice to gain shit. And sometimes time with each other is a sacrifice. You have to sacrifice that shit for y'all to get shit until y'all get to a point where y'all can rearrange your schedule. But dude, you ain't gonna tell me that power couples, not having money issues make the situation better. Because when you got the same problems, plus you got economic problems, financial problems, that shit is magnified. Y'all probably magnified times 10. Rich couples shouldn't have no problem. That's what folks' problem think. Since they got money, folks think, yeah, they shouldn't have no problems and all that. That's a fucking lie. Money don't, what we saying, Tony, is this to the world out there. Money don't make the happiness. It takes a little bit of this, it takes a little bit of that, it takes a little bit, it's some ingredients. I
think that's why I said
I gotta get my charger, Tony, before I drop.
Oh, you get ready to die?
My big excuse, go get my
Go get your charger. Go get your charger.
Man. I'm about to quit mansplaining, man. I'm about to get another job. Your page suck, man. I'm gonna goddamn. That's what God I'm calling the Better Business Bureau, the Better Business Bureau. Hold on, man. Give me 2 minutes. Hold on.
Go get your charger, man. Go get your charger. So, who else? Let me see. Khadijah says, I'm a sharer. I don't mind making my money our money. Damn it. These women, y'all coming through for me. Y'all coming through for me on this right here. So I understand. W. Porter says, to me, money doesn't make a power couple. Having an understanding does. I see what you mean by that. I see what you mean by that. But having an understanding, I think the term power couple is for other people to witness. It's not something that you hold within you. We are a power couple and y'all just know that within yourself. I think it's for people to see. So y'all having an understanding might not come off. Y'all having an understanding with each other might not come off as a power couple to the masses, to the people watching. Because I think that's what it's all about. Power couple, the whole power couple thing is about about other people seeing y'all do y'all thing. So I think having an understanding is a good part of it, but I don't think that makes or breaks a power couple. That's just my thinking. That's just my thinking. I could be wrong.
We got to do that survey, Fred, and we got to do that poll to find out what people. And we'll find out what everybody said in the podcast.
So let's hit this topic on Millionaire Man Cave. Millionaire Man Cave. Talk to me about hit me in my inbox about Millionaire Man Cave. Talk to me about that. I'm assuming that's your show. If the case, we both can come on to your show and talk about it or whatever the case may be. But we'll see what's up with that.
Yeah, we got to do that post, Tony. We go hop on that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll try to get, and then we can do. Let's see if we can get. If we get 20, we get 20 people to answer. We'll do the statistics out there. We get 50 people to respond. But we got to see what people's rendition of Power Couple is, man.
We'll do a recap on the show and let everybody know what our findings was.
Right.
All right. Now, lastly, before this last part is kind of split in two because it parlays into something. But just wanted to revisit one last time these bonnet wars. You missed out on the conversation last week talking about the bonnet wars. I'm pretty sure you saw the video of Monique coming out and what she calls tapping the ladies on their shoulder, tapping the young ladies, letting them know about, black image, black girl image, black women images and this and other, and wearing bonnets out in public. What the Bible calls it, your helmet of salvation. You got your helmet of salvation on. You got your armor of God on. You got your helmet. Y'all going everywhere with y'all helmet of salvation on. But what in turn happened was these same people, they attacked Monique. I mean, even the men were, not all the men, but some guys was posting videos with their bonnets on, their head. You lame for that. That's just my opinion. You lame for that. That's my opinion. Anyway, but did you see what happened with this whole little story last week with Monique and the bonnets?
No, give it to me.
All right, so Monique was going somewhere. She was going to Mississippi. That's what she said.
Okay.
She was flying out to Mississippi, and she was catching a red-eye flight, early morning flight. When she got there, there was a group of young black ladies, a group of more than 5, maybe like 7 or 8 of them, a group of young black women that were going somewhere, and they were all in bonnets, scarves, shower caps. They were in pajamas. They were in the slippers. They were in, and one girl was in there, and I know you've seen this working in offices and stuff like this. Girl walking around wrapped in a blanket, got a whole blanket wrapped around her body, like she ain't out in public somewhere. Got a whole blanket wrapped around like she homeless. So Monique did what she felt like she needed to do to help the young sisters. Hey, let me help you correct your crown. Let me help you straighten your crown. You should always want to put your best effort out there. No, she ain't saying put on makeup and this, that, and the other, get yourself all dolled up. But you can do better than what you're doing coming out there in night clothes and bonnets. Yeah. So, of course, the bonnet crew went ballistic. They went ballistic and started talking about cancel Monique and this, that, and the other. We canceling Monique. I don't know what it is with this damn cancel culture, but canceling Monique and this, that, and the other. Canceling Monique and this, that, and the other. And then they started a new hashtag. Hashtag mind your business. That's what they started. Hashtag mind your business. Now, before I move to the next part, what are your thoughts about women who go out in public, in the malls, at the bank, in the stores, in the grocery stores, to the school to drop off kids that's got bonnets on their head, they got pajamas, house coats, furry slippers that What do you think about that? Does that bother you?
Okay, like I said, my family, typical family, man. We're from the inner city, Birmingham, rural Alabama, poor. I'm from that. I wasn't born in no money or nothing. Mm-hmm. The women in my family, though, typical black women, but they did have some standard of class. You know what I'm saying? Passed down from my great-grandmother on down. I'm saying that to say very few women in my family will go out with bonnets on their head. I have a niece that's 19 years old. We drove to Cleveland for a funeral. from Birmingham to Cleveland, and I got a sister who's like 15 years older than I am. And man, my niece came out the house when it was time to roll. She had that bonnet on her head. My sister's a saint. She's a Christian. Man, she went off on my niece so bad, man. I think, you know, back in the days, we used to say alley. We used to say ghetto. Now they say ratchet. Me personally, I don't think they should come out with that a bonnet on their head. I think they should have, you know what I'm saying? They should have some more class and standard about themselves. It's sort of like dudes who come out with do-rags wrapped around their head. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's what a lady would do. You know what I'm saying? But you really can't blame a lot of these youngins that do that because you got to realize they're not being parented correctly. But nah, I ain't with that, man. Don't. You know, I tell my daughter, no, don't come out. Not with no bonnet on your head. That's just too much. Man. Like you don't have the time to at least, you know, it's throw on a fisherman hat, throw on something. But a bonnet is something that you wear in the house when you're about to go to bed, pajamas and whatnot. Nah, man, don't do that. You're a lady. Carry yourself like a black lady. Watch the response you get. Watch what type of guys start trying to talk to you and holler at you when you start carrying yourself like that. Because if I see a chick at the grocery store, she got a bonnet and pajamas and stuff on, and let's say I can tell from what she got on, she's fine. You know what I'm saying? You know how we can tell. Let's say she may even be cute. You know what I'm saying? Attractive is all I do, but she's dressed like that. When I approach her, I'm gonna be approaching her from a certain angle, from a certain place. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Exactly.
it's already limitations on, you know what I'm saying, on how far we can go. I've already made up in my mind what type of background she come from and all that. Some may call that prejudging, but that's what it is. That's the first impression. That's the first impression. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna come at you with the gentleman, man. Like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Pleasure to meet you. My name, Melvin. What's your name? I find you attractive. Well, you know what I'm saying? I was wondering if there's a way I could get in contact with you. We can hang out, you know, talk, have lunch or whatever. Compared to if I see you with that on, hey, baby, hey, where your man at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where your husband at? Shit, let me get that number. You know what I mean?
Because they will say, well, it don't matter. I still get dudes to holler at me, but they ain't holler at you. They want to date you.
Yeah,
they want to meet. They holler at you because they want to have sex. That's it. Yeah, nothing about their approach is going to be about starting a relationship with you. Like I said last week, he already know what you look like in your bed clothes, and that's where his mind gonna be.
Yeah. Big time.
In your bed clothes, I'm picturing you in bed.
Big time. And that's what I'm approaching you for bedroom action. And it does matter. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell young girls, you know, I got daughters, man. I had to tell them, quit. You know, the girls now, you know, they like wearing tight shit and all that. I'm like, don't wear that in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against dudes in the hood. Don't let them see that. You know what I'm saying? Cover yourself up. And then that way, the thing is that way, a dude will holler at you from a more sincere place. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't know you got all that, let's say you just put on a fisherman hat and something to cover yourself, you know, nice little t-shirt, sweatpants, and he still try to holler at you and come off as a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? That's good stuff, because then when he see you dressed up, you really conquered him. But you know what I'm saying? When I see him like that, Tony, I'm thinking ratchet. I'm thinking hood rat. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking food stamps. I'm thinking he gonna smoke all my blunts up.
That's right. You see bonnets and pajamas and households and all that, and they think quick hit. That's a quick hit.
Yeah. Where your job? What kind of job? You know what I'm saying? Where you work at? Where you work at? You know what I'm saying?
What you doing right now? What you doing right now? Let's go right now.
Now, cause see, then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna start doing now. From now on, when I see you wearing bonnets, I'm gonna start jotting down where I was when I saw somebody wearing bonnets. But I'm gonna tell you where it be getting me at, man. Shit like schools, send them parents bring their kids up to school, school programs, man. Doctor's appointments. I'm like, wow. I'm like, really?
I really have a problem with the school thing because it's like they forgot how cruel kids can be in school. Your mama come up there, your mama, your auntie, someone come up there with bonnets and pajamas on. Guess what? They finna talk about them. They finna talk about her band in your face. So you don't care. But I don't care. I don't care what them kids got to say about me. Yeah, but your child does.
It's the way you carry yourself. Once again, man, I tell my nephews, my sons, them, listen, don't let people size you up. The last thing you want to do is for people to see you. As soon as they see you, they can size you up and say, and already know certain things about you. You should always remain a mystery. See, like right now, I'm in the battle with Deuce. Deuce going to the 12th grade. He's ready to get tatted up. Not gang tats, but, I said, dude, hold on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that shit, man. Wait till you get established. Because I don't want you going out here, going to college, and you walk in and interview. Because I'll prejudge somebody. I see a dude with Tony on his eye, tatted on his eye and on his neck now.
Yeah.
Nah, man, gain some ground first in life.
Yeah.
Don't never let folks see you and can size you up like this. Be like, hey, I can already tell. You know what I'm saying? Because you already showing what you're about. Your standards are like this. Because you don't care how you look in public. And you're a lady. I hate to say it, that's a double standard. But women are judged different than men when it comes to their appearance in public. I don't like the money. Now, let me quit lying, Tony. Let me stop. Mansplaining, we don't lie. Hey, shit you out that one. They got a bunny on it. They got a bunny.
But you go holler. If you think, because you can tell somebody look good no matter what they got on.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
If they look good, they look good. No matter what they got on. But that does not justify coming out looking like that.
But when I holler at her though, I already know we ain't going certain places. She's suspect. I can't take her around. You know what I'm saying? She might not know how to act. If you dress like that, that means you might act a certain way.
You're subject to have a horrible attitude. It comes a part of the kit. It's a kit. You buy the kit, you get a bonnet, you get pajamas, and you get an attitude. It's a kit. The bonnets. It's a trip, man. I don't get, and I see so much of it. It is crazy, and I'm like. So let me ask this then, and we're gonna, like I said, it's gonna be two parts. So I'm gonna parlay into the last part before we get ready to close out.
Okay.
All of that we're saying about this. Going back to what I said, the new hashtag they started, mind your business. Hashtag mind your business. And they've even said hashtag mind the business that pays you. I've seen both of them. Mind your business and mind the business that pays you. So my question is to the audience, to you and to the people watching, my question is, if so many black women feel like we need to mind our business, mind the business that pays you whenever somebody try to do what they feel like is put you in a better light, and all you got for them is mind your business. Let me ask you this: Are black women our business? Are black women the business of black men? Are they our business?
Yeah, you goddamn right they are business.
You feel like they are our business?
Yeah, they are business, man.
I feel like they are. What you think? Do you think black women are black men's business? Okay,
yes.
Just like plainly, are they our business? Because they say mind your business, mind your business. You are my business. Okay, so this stems from anybody that's watching. This stems from good old Kevin Samuels. For those that know, this stems from good old Kevin Samuels, and I give him credit for that. A lot of people. It is what it is.
Go ahead. I'll get on him later.
All right. Now, in this poll, he asked a poll on YouTube. I remember seeing it on YouTube. Are black women our business? Overwhelmingly, if you read the comments, black women said no. We are not black men's business. It was way more no's than it was yeses. So So that leads that makes me think, okay, if black women are not the business of black men, meaning men should not be telling black women what to do at all, period. Hell, apparently even women can't even tell black women what to do.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, how would you feel? How would they feel about this? All right. So if you get stuck on the road, that's none of our business. Stuck on the side of the road. If you're getting jumped by a stranger, that's none of our business. If you need help with a bill, that's none of our business. If you need help with a place to stay, that's none of our business. If your car broke down, your yard need cleaning, that's none of our business.
If you're in any distress,
or worse, robbed or worse, it's none of our business. How would that feel? How would that feel to the black female community if guys said, okay, since we call ourselves trying to help you shine in a better light, but you don't want any direction or correction or anything from the black men. You're not our business. So why should we reach out to help random black women out there if they are not our business? There's so many things that we do to make women our business by looking out for them, just random black women. Something happens, more times than not, a black guy's gonna stop to find out what's going on with this black woman and if she needs my help. Just the other day, just simple. Older black lady not paying attention, dropping food in the grocery store. She done already paid for it. She walking out. I had to help her because it was another couple that looked like they was going to put the food in their cart. Looked like they was going to put it, but I grabbed it and when it took it, I'm looking out for her. So if she's none of my business, I should have just looked at that and been, oh well, black women ain't my business. So we can't have that attitude of saying black women are not the business of black men. Who's looking out for you if you're not our business? What do you say about that?
Think about this. Look at the state of our race, man. I think one of the biggest problems with our race is by design, they put a wedge in between us and our women. And that's the problem right there. If you look at any other race, the relationship with their women is pretty solid and concrete. The women play their role and the men play their role. And in those races that are winning, the women are those men's business. By nature, the black woman is our business because we're their protector. We're the men. By nature, man take care of his woman. They took the black community down by destroying the family, splitting up the man and the woman. So yeah, they're our business. Big time. Black women are all we have in America. You know what I'm saying? We don't own jack. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we own black women, but the only thing a black man can really say is ours is the women. You know what I'm saying? And that's not from a master, y'all my slave standpoint, but that's just what it is. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? For anybody to say they're not our business, that's a lie. And I think most people who say that are bitter people. We got a lot of bitter people. But hell yeah, they are our business. So we're supposed to protect them. We're supposed to let them know when they're doing wrong. We're supposed to scold them when needed. We're supposed to teach them, lead them, help them. But all that comes along with chastising too. Like, girl, why you wearing that and all this? You know, why you doing this and doing this and doing that? That comes along with the good. If I have to stop and help carry your groceries, if I see you on the side of the road and it's my responsibility to risk my safety to pull over and make sure you straight and get off the road, then I should have a right to tell you, hey, don't come out here with that bonnet on. Take your, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, find something else to wear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they are business. And until we get that relationship straight between us and our women, it's gonna be a long day for our community, dude. And that is all by design, dude. That's when they really broke the structure of the black family in our community, man, in our neighborhood. Yeah, they are women, man. They're my women, man. They're my queens. We the kings, they're the queens. It ain't a problem. It ain't a successful race on this planet to have a thing, a wedge between them and their women, dude. We the only ones, the North American, the African American man is the only ones that have that
We got to find a way to take that weight, to pull that
Big
weight.
time. We got to win it back, man. Dude, we just took a beating. Black men over here taking a beating. The white boys made sure they stripped us of our respect from our families by doing crazy shit in slavery. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So black women have been put in the, and I love my sisters because they so strong and they don't know that we don't mind letting them play that role in the relationship shit. If it's, because in reality, it's sometimes a woman may have to make a decision that a man is income that he can't make. You know what I'm saying? That's saying that doesn't mean you less of a man. Because black women are so strong, but they take that strength and try to use it against us. When, you know, we're not the ones who try to use that against, man, because now nothing never do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah, don't turn your power against us. We need your power with our power, you know, so we can overcome, you know.
Yeah, big time. And it never happened.
But now I will, and if like we said, we try not to lie here, and we try to be honest on what we're talking about. But I do believe that a lot of the black female anger, towards the black man would have been resolved if so many black men didn't abandon their families. If there weren't so many black females left with kids without the dad agreeing to be around, I think a lot of the animosities, because whenever you hear about animosities of black women against black men, it's because we ain't there. Y'all ain't there. Y'all ain't there. Y'all ain't there. That's what their biggest complaint about black men is. They ain't there for this. They ain't there for that. They're not there for this. We have to do this because the black men aren't there. We have to do this because the black men aren't there. And I feel like, now I ain't saying all of it rests on our show. I'm saying a good portion of it. I think a good portion of that anger rests on the shoulders of the guys who walked out on their families.
I disagree with that because a lot of men, it's shown, if you talk to people as time go by, a lot of men walked away from their families because it was the best thing to do, because sticking around,
that's the other side.
The kid would have saw a toxic relationship. Some of these women, a lot of women make sure they run the man off. You know what I'm saying? They do shit to make sure that the man ain't around. That's why it's not a big deal. A lot of black men leave their family because a lot of black women know they were doing shit that make a dude be like, hey man, I think it's best if I get from around you before this kid sees something they really don't need to see. Yeah. In other words, don't take away the women's part and their role in why the black man left. True enough, there's some deadbeat dudes out there. There's some scrub dudes out there. Don't get me, don't. But I think it's just as many sisters out there that make sure that them dudes that keep them children away from that dude. You know what I'm saying? For every dude you show me walked out on this family, I bet you I can show you 2 women that did some foul with them children, keeping them away from that dude, doing something to make that dude leave. So we gotta share the blame, dude. We gotta.
I hear you in that. But I think that right there, what you're talking about, the women, I think that's a reaction to the man not being there. When she doing things to keep it. And I ain't saying all, but I think a lot of them, it's not if they're keeping the kids away, they're doing everything they can to make sure the man don't get to see his kids. A lot of times because he didn't initially do what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And that's what you will hear as a complaint. That's what you will hear as a complaint. Well, if he can't baby child support, no, he don't need to see his kid. That's wrong, but that's the reason. It's wrong, but that's the reason. He ain't been around to do this. He ain't been around to all of a sudden he want to pop up and do this. Yeah, it might be wrong to hold the kids away from him, but that's your reason.
I think it's 50-50. You got to think about the women out there that are mad at the man because they're not together. So now because we ain't together, the first thing they gonna do, play with that child You know what I'm saying? Dangle that child in front of that man. I don't know, Tony. It's a rough. We've been put in a rough spot by design, dude. We those folks did a number on us psychologically. That Jim Crow, I think it's Jim Crow. That Jim Crow shit, putting light skin against dark skin, mother against daughter, father against son, stuff like that. That shit is real, man. That shit was done by design, man. And I think it's 50-50. I've heard a lot of women call other women out on being foul mothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just because you got the kid, because check this out, just because you got the kid, don't mean you just saying.
Okay, on that right there, what you just said, you've heard a lot of women calling out a lot of other women out on being foul. Now, we do like to say a lot of times that sometimes women, we feel like women don't have accountability. Now that's accountability right there. However, on the flip side, how many guys do you know that go to guys that have kids and like, dude, man, you're wrong, man. You need to go back to your kids, man. You need to go. You don't get that. That doesn't happen. Shit,
man. When I got my divorce, I remember guys telling me I should go back. You know what I'm saying? Do it for the kids. Go back. I should go back. I had, my real friends offered an opinion on what I should do. Like, you was happy I got out of it. I respected that because you knew the insights of it. Other like those guys that was telling me to go back, they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best thing for me to do is get the hell on. Because at some point, Tony, us men, we have to think about ourselves and our well-being because ain't nobody else thinking about a black man's well-being. If our sisters ain't doing it, who the hell else is going to do it? The system ain't going to do it. The white folks ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? The women get them children, turn them children against that dude. It's a wicked game out there, man. So I say this. I think a lot of times, and I'm going to say this, most of my friends, most of us who got children, for the most part, we do our damnedest to be involved in the kid's life. Yeah. Being not in the household with them. Like, I don't know too many dudes. I know some that just straight up dead. They're no deadbeats, but then we got to find out, but we got some mansplaining polls to do. We got to do some mansplaining polls. What constitutes a deadbeat dad? What if the guy pays child support, a shitload of child support every month, but he can't go get the kid because he married, his wife say, yeah, you pay that child support, don't bring that kid around me. Or that girl who had that baby by him knowing he married, be like, oh, don't worry, you ain't got to worry. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fried shit going on. So we can't take the blame. We got to distribute that blame equally across the table, Tony. We
got some polls we need to put out. Real quick on this subject. Let me hit one or two comments real quick and see what was said. Khadijah Work said, it's sad that we're in an era where auntie-like public figure who's successful and seasoned can't give sound advice, but they will try so hard to idolize Cardi B. We are so far gone.
That's the zone.
We're taking our cues from the wrong people. Our
by design.
Our younger race, I'll say our younger, they're taking cues from a lot of the wrong people.
But that's what's getting pounded down everybody's throat. They're not advertising young black college students that's graduating HBCUs by the droves every year. They're putting Cardi B out there all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So when you constantly feeding us Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, after a while, the brain is going to be programmed to think.
You can only spit out what you eat.
You know what I'm saying? And then, so it falls on everybody. I think us as parents, as a generation, we got something to do with that shit, man. Us being young parents like we were, starting that boom of being baby mamas and baby daddies, that's our generation. We started that, okay, I got a baby. Oh, you got a baby? Yeah. Then next year, now you go with Tim, now you got a baby by him. You know what I'm saying? Then he break up with you, he get with Lee. You know what I'm saying? That's our generation that started that shit. And that shit is, we paying a wicked price for it now. We need to reel it in. But I'm for sure about this. No, man, that's not what's good. Men have to stand up and hold down the family walking away. Nah, walking away, you don't walk away. I'm saying we don't walk away. Sometimes we get pushed away. I'm speaking in generalities, not mine. Mine, they want me around my children. I have to bite a lot of bullets to get mine. Mine tried their damnedest to keep me from going around mine. But I went in that shit. I had to shut up a lot of times. I had to keep my.
You got out of that shit.
Hey man, look, I had to restrain myself from choking them up. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot, but I wasn't finna leave my kids. But for some people, that shit is set up for that dude. The women be trying to get rid of them dudes because that's the only way they can get the get back. Dude probably broke their heart, cheating on them and all that. I'm not saying it's good for that dude to walk away, but it's either that or that child see that man and that woman fighting all the time, that man whooping his mama, somebody get killed, somebody get hurt, and the dude is gonna end up suffering, going to jail, getting fucked up. The chick is gonna go on get with another dude and go on by her life and get taken care of, especially if she's attractive enough. You know what I'm saying? It's rough for a nigga. It's rough for a dude with 3 kids by several women to get out there and explain himself to the women compared to a chick who got 3 kids and they all right there. You know what I'm saying? If she fine enough, it's a dude out there will come through and take, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, dudes, but y'all ain't gonna tell me dudes don't get pushed away. That some women out here, and see, this ain't me talking. I'm hearing this from other women calling other women out. Like, y'all cut that crazy shit out. Quit taking it out on them kids, you know what I'm saying? Because the kids get hurt when that shit, man. So after a while, it do come to a point. What you gonna do? Self-preservation is the first rule of life. If you're not around and can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody. And if you're in a toxic relationship, you better leave that chick alone, but don't leave your kids. But them kids will take them kids. Man, them chicks will take them kids. It's rough out there. I don't have that problem.
You're right, Ralph Davis.
You have to leave in order to maintain your sanity. Thank you, Ralph. Also, when you leave, y'all be better friends and in a relationship and raise the kids better. Yeah, sometimes you got to get the hell out of there. But I ain't saying leave the family, leave your kids. But man, you got to get the hell. No, man, don't raise them kids.
You have to get away from that man.
Yeah. See, then when you say the toxic relationship, now we telling them kids, hey, this is what a relationship is. So it's supposed to be toxic. No, I made a promise my boys was gonna see me happy. When I got my divorce, I made a promise my boys was gonna see me in a relationship and I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? With a woman, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna go out with them thinking that's the way. Hell no, man. But man, I had to fight this. Man, my ex was trying to get me to leave my boys mad as hell because I fuck with my kids. Because she thought I was gonna dip. No, I dipped on you, not the kids. Yeah. And I ain't dip on her. You get the fuck out. Hey, Tony, bye. You gotta go with my boys. Get out of there. You better leave or you're going to jail, man. Man, look, it's the game rough, dude. But we gotta distribute the blame evenly. It's both parties, man. It take 2 to tango, man. That's real talk.
You're right. It take 2 to tango, man. I tell you what, man. We do need to get on these polls, man, and see what people think and what people got to say, because that'll probably drive the show, time too. People, being able to come and put their input on it.
And then that way, we can base our arguments on statistics. Like majority of the people that we surveyed said this. Yeah. Like this is what a deadbeat father. This is what majority of the people we asked say a power couple is. Because we got to get on that power couple. Because I don't know a couple. I don't know why 2 people will get together other than take over some shit together. You know what I'm saying? That's a power couple. You don't have to be rich to be a power couple. As long as y'all accomplishing goals, man, and that you guys set forth, and being a positive example to the kids, to the blended family, and getting your life insurance policy set up and all that, man. That's power, dude. That's power. We got work to do, man, with our sisters. But yeah, them hours, man, the women hours, dude.
We're gonna get it done. Mansplainin, we're gonna get to the bottom of this shit.
Yeah, we get to the bottom of it, boy. I shake my boy. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, my boy.
It's gonna be all love one week.
We're gonna love each other again, my boy. It's gonna be all beautiful. I shake, my boy.
Hey, man, another wonderful show, man. Another wonderful show.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Glad to have you back, bro. Glad to have you back.
Be back, man. It's good to be back, Tony. We got a lot of work to do this summer, y'all. I can be reached at Mansplainin Melvin on Instagram. You guys send me a friend request as well. I had to get a new Facebook page, so if I send you a friend request, it's me. My last account got hijacked. Keep following us. Share, like, and share. Start checking this out on YouTube. Like it, share it. You know what I'm saying? To start engaging. We're gonna start putting up a link so you guys can randomly join the conversation. We'll put a link out there and we'll let, you know what I'm saying? We'll pick randomly people that's in the comment section, come up on the screen and talk with us, man, because basically this is a solution-based podcast, man, for the people, man. We're trying to get to solutions, man. Solutions about that fourth stimulus check that's coming. Ooh. $40, baby. I got a lot of $40. No, I'm just joking. $40. But Tony, thanks, man, and let's get to work, Fred. Let's get to work. It's good seeing you last weekend, man, and I'll probably be down there soon, man. We got a lot of work to do. Let's do it. It's gonna be a long, hot summer. We already talked about what we got going on, what we're gonna do. No more talking. Ralph, what's up, Fred? We see you, Brandon. We'll begin with you soon too. He said he got some new heat for us for the ladies, man, coming. So he working on his album. So let's get to work, man. Thank you. It's been another good show. Tony, we're gonna get on them polls, and I'll see you next week.
Ralph said, let's do lunch tomorrow.
Bet it up. No doubt. Let's do it, man. I'm free as a bird now, man.
All right, man. Hey, bro. Hey, you know I love having you here every chance I get you, man.
Hey, man, I'm so honored, man. I'm so honored, my boy. You pay your employees the peanuts, you know what I'm saying? And I'm out here selling my body.
I can't pay employees big yet. We got to take all the money and put it back in the business.
Fuck that shit. You got me, huh? Man, I tried to human traffic myself, man. That shit. Trying to get some money, man, extra money. You got me human traffic. When they told me to get my old ass out the line, what you got your old ass? What you here for?
Trying to get some big money.
Yeah, I need some of that money. What the old white women at? Hey, man, one last question. Who you think gonna win the NBA, man?
Hey, man, real quick, man. I think it's gonna be Phoenix, and I know everybody's saying Brooklyn, but I'm saying Phoenix and the 76ers, man.
Okay, on that note, I'll talk to you next week. And I love you, boy, T.O., man. Peace out, man.
All right, T.O., man. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Oh, and there we have it, y'all. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in with us tonight. We covered some good things. We talked about a lot tonight. I appreciate everybody's input. Talking about reparations, talking about power couples, and talking about the Bonnet crew and our Black women, the business of Black men. A lot of women say no, they're not our business. But as a Black man, I'm going to say, yes, you are. You are my business. If I see you in trouble, I am going to help. If I see you out of line, I am going to say something. Yeah, you're going to get an attitude and you're going to speak back, but you're going to know once you think about it, he said something because he cared. Hey, y'all, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you, all of your comments. I thank you, Anthony Relaford. Anthony Relaford, man, shout out to you, man, for coming in here and shouting out to us as well. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any names of anybody that might have stuck their head in there and I missed them. I don't think I missed anybody. I think I got everybody. Yes, I did. I got everybody. So nobody was left out. I appreciate you guys. You know what I say. No matter what you do, make sure you do it to the best of your ability. Because giving less than your best, that, my friend, is failure. I'm Tonyjem. This is Mansplainin. Like my grandpa said, go and be great. Mansplaining, and we're out.
Mansplaining. Only a man can explain. Mansplaining.